Good morning, everybody.
Welcome, Nosiko.
Thank you. This is Thabani. He is a development facilitator for Matanjeni area program and is also a farmer. This is Thabani's story. Thabani attended a Empowered Worldview training in 2018. That is when his life changed. He said that in 2017 he was trying to venture into farming, but the business did not go well, so he lost about 45,000 Emalangen. And then he had lost his interest on farming. But after the Empowered Worldview training, he was reignited to start again. He started by converting his car wash space where he stayed into a backyard garden. The space was about 17 by 7 meters, where he planted 500 seedlings of spinach. And then he harvested the spinach, and each day he would make about 45 emalangeni. And then, after seeing this go well, he decided to get into serious agribusiness production. In 2019, which is last year, he rented about half a hectare of land, whereby he then decided to plant green pepper, about 12,000 seedlings of green pepper. And then he used the drip irrigation pipes that he had bought in 2017. He was able to sell that this year around January and make a profit of 30,000. And then after harvesting the green pepper, he then planted butternut, which he is expecting to harvest in August 2020. Okay, the pictures there, they show where Thabani started, the backyard garden next to his house, where he started with the spinach. And then on the right, it's an upgraded land where now he planted the green pepper. This is the rented half a hectare. We can see his first harvest of green pepper there. And then on the right, this is the current butternut, which he is expecting to harvest in the next 2 months, which is like in August.
Siyabonga bazalwane. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate all participants for being part of this very empowering and motivating training, Empowered Worldview. And I assure each and every one of them that by the end of the session, almost all of them, they will be in a position to go out there and make a change, kumakaya abo and the whole community. Amen. As for me, I met Dr. Msonda at a stage whereby I can say I was drowning. I had invested almost 45,000 into agriculture and I lost everything. That was 2017, 2018. I lost everything. Not even a cent came back to my pocket. When I met him, I had given up on farming. I just told myself, no, farming is not something you can venture into. He kicked me so hard that particular night, I could not sleep. The following night, I came back from the training, which was the last day. I had to set up my irrigation system the whole night till 12 o'clock. And the people at my community were wondering, what is going on with this young man? At 11, 12 o'clock at night, he's up and working. It was because of the motivation I had. So the following day, I was able to go and purchase my seedlings. And I set up a 13 by 7 plot, whereby I planted 500 seedlings of spinach. And that came very handy I was able to make at least a minimum of 45 emalangeni per day, and that ran for almost 2 months. And that money opened my eyes that, you know, there is still hope in farming. I was able to buy my utilities, electricity. I was able to pay for my water bill. I couldn't think of bread as a problem. You know, every day there was something that was as an income that my family harvested, and we were able to buy bread and other groceries. So that opened my eyes to say, you know, there is still hope in farming. I can still do something and prosper. You know, having invested into irrigation system, so I had that irrigation system with me, which didn't help me 2017. So I decided to go and rent a farm locally. Because one of the challenges that I had 2017, it was the distance that I was traveling from Matsanjeni to Peaks Peak, my homestead. It was a lot. So at times you could find that I don't go there for monitoring. So agriculture, you cannot remotely do agriculture. You've got to be there. You've got to monitor. You've got to give assignments on daily basis. So hence, those are some of the reasons that I failed 2017. But this time around, I went for a farm that is closer to me, whereby each and every morning I will be able to go past there. Even when I come back from work, I'll be able to go and monitor if my workers have done a diligent job. So yeah, I went for a half a hectare farm. I planted green pepper, as Nosipo has highlighted earlier, the summary. It was about 12,000 seedlings, half a hectare of green pepper. I had a projection of around 90 to 100,000 emalangeni as income. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen as I planned. It was too hot around December, January. So I suffered a huge loss. But the fortunate thing is that I was able to make a profit. I made an income of 30,000 emalangeni, of which it was low than my projection. But what I'm very glad of is that I learned a lot. And it was evident to me that if I had planted a little earlier, around June, July, my green pepper, I could have hit my 100,000 mark. It is possible. And this year I'm going for it. So yeah, that is how far I've made with regard to green pepper. And now I am currently having 1 hectare of butternut, and I'm not expecting less than 60,000 emalangeni. One thing that I'm working on, it is a 8 hectare farm. I'm almost done with the discussions. It is along the Guavoma River, of which I am. I will be planting green pepper and tomato at around November, December, targeting the February, March market. And I am, expecting a lot of income. So I'd like to say to each one of them who's attending this training, let us be receptive, let us be positive. It is all possible. Let us open our hearts and minds and be positive. I assure you, this training is a very fruitful training.